yourself. Stay on this side of 3. We're going to catch Bruiser by the nose and bring him around here, and then your life will be beautiful. Okay?
Go.
Catch with your right hand. Excellent. Yay! Look at her. Look at them go. Yay! Lovely. Very nicely done. This looked absolutely smooth. This looked absolutely great. It was just so nice to watch you guys working together. Very good. Very good. Okay, jumps to 8, I believe, right? 8? Okay. If anyone has an extra set of hands to help me, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my goodness, look at all these jumps. Thanks, guys. Those of you that haven't seen the broad jump before, you're not negotiating, especially if it kind of already has, like, it looks a lot like a jump here. And plenty of time to see it. All right. Okay, happy and happy with your dog. Get it warmed up. You just pay attention to your dog. Put it in. You ready? Over. You know, I've rewarded him anyway. Reward him anyway, hon. Go ahead, just play with your dog and reward him. Don't worry about that. I believe he wasn't sure what you were asking, so you can set him up again. Just start him to.
Come, Scott.
Good boy. Good boy. So left arm. Wait.
Okay, over.
And we're getting ready to turn, and let's reward that good boy. Just reward him anyway, I'll keep going. That's what we do with the baby dogs. Off we go. Yoo-hoo!
Over. Over.
Oops.
Over.
Fine.
Come on, let's go.
Fine, I felt better the second time, right?
Yeah.
So
He's
why?
so focused on the food, he's not looking ahead.
Hey, you.
Yeah. Come here, Scott.
Hey, you. Let's do a little cleanup. And the reason why he back jumped is because there was some hesitation here. You were like, and that extra half a second, he was like, I'm just going to turn around and do the jump again. So we'll be able to run this again.
Okay, good.
All right, Luna, you ready to go?
Oh boy, yes she is.
Is she 8? She's still a baby. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Are you okay with jumping in, or do you want to go up more?
I think 12 is better for him,
Okay.
but I can just
Okay.
you're talking. As soon as Luna is getting down there.
If Luna were my dog, I would still be asking how many times can I reinforce my dog on the course. That's my leash the first time. Okay, nice connection. Look at the place you want your dog to be. Good. Oh, okay.
Luna.
Come here. Good. Reward that dog. Good girl. Very nice. And let's just go right on up the line. Yay. All right.
first time she's all back there, she always tries to be a little teeny. Come on, it's your turn.
Nice, Ramona.
Over. Nico, over. Nico. Nico, come. Nico, over. Nico, over. Nico, over. Nico, over. Good boy.
Go ahead and take that tunnel if you like. You can take the tunnel if you would like to, that's fine. Tunnel! Tunnels are wonderful! Wasn't that nice?
Yeah.
Very nice. Good job, you guys. That was everybody, right? All right, I'm going to read number. Good morning. Yay! Yes, you certainly did. I love it. I tend to be a little bit quiet when you guys are trying because every time I open my mouth, it's like, yes. What?
You're just the challenge, that's all.
I am a challenge.
Good boy. Good boy. I'm going to take notes. Jeannie, can you sit? Okay, let's go outside. We're going to go outside. Leave it. Good boy. You go down. No, you go down.
You're gonna go big to little this time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, 1 to 7, please. Should we make Ramona jump over all these jumps and be the dog again? What's different about this course, you guys?
There's 2 turns.
There's 2, okay, yes, there are 2 turns. I suspect that they will be approaching 2 to 3 with a greater rate of knots. Yep, it's going to be a little faster for them, isn't it? Exactly, Donna.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same turn, isn't it? We actually have got the same sequence, we're just approaching it from a pretty quick one. Now, again, if I had a dog with a start line stay, which is a good goal to have, I would stand here and call my dog because me standing stationary here means, hey, we're turning. So as the dog is on this line to 2, I'm going to start my turn, and the dog will wrap very beautifully around this standard, and then the dog on for 3 to 4, and again we have this pick up the dog's nose 5, 6. Okay. Lois, I'm going to hold your dog in your hand on this course. All right, so 1 is the tire. Everybody's dog is comfortable and happy with the tire. You can be the handler. I'm not going to make you jump to the tire. that and cover less yardage.
Oh.
Okay. There. Okay, good. There's a good old muscle memory, remembering how to get the dog around. Okay, good. Okay. Lois, I will say that what I'm going to do, did everyone notice she did a blind cross here? So 1 to 2,
Yeah.
you did a blind cross. How did that look? Okay, so if you're going to do that, and that would be interesting to do, you can absolutely do it. There's my dog jumping over 2. I've got to connect with my dog here. I really got to be, it would feel early, you know, so I'm going to get around and look for my dog right away. I've got to have my face pointing towards the line that the dog is driving. If I'm late, it will be not pretty. And then you're all set, dog. Hold on, I'm going to have a beverage and just handle my dog just like I did before. Okay, so you're standing on the inside part of this line. Okay? Dog on left. Same as before.
Ruby, are you ready to go? You want to go?
You're excited. Same as before.
You're so excited.
Okay, everybody? Yeah. Now, those of us that are not going to do a blind for this, okay, put my dog in a start line, stay, break, showing this, turn towards the dog, and I can be in the same position. So either one will work. What are you going to do, Ramona? I think the blind is going to be a little squishy. I'm not sure about that. For me, my natural instincts are just to stay in touch with the dog and just yeah. Okay? All right, Ramona. So nice, catchy warm up. All those nose touches and spins. You may not have your dessert first, Nico. Okay, ready, go.
Yes. Good job, Ruby. Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to send you psychic encouragement. Because every time I open my mouth, every time. So just because I'm being silent doesn't mean that I'm being disapproving.
Nico, over. Nico,
Exactly, Ramona.
Nico, come. Over. Nico, over. Nico, come. Nico, over. Nico, over. Nico.
Good try, sweetie. That's right. Pick him up and go back over.
Nico, come. Over.
You're worrying a lot. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, have a wonderful party. Isn't it nice to see you flying over the jumps like that? Beautiful. Very good. And he was not sure about the tire, right? We don't see it as often.
Right.
Right.
I put him through it a couple times here just as practice, but
Okay.
so that was good.
Nico. He said, "I'm not worried about it."
Yeah.
Very good.
Good boy.
He says, all these things equal cookies. Good. And I find that, Ramona, can you help me put the jumps down to 8? Thank you. If you get the front half of the back half.
He's talking to you, Ramona.
Oh, careful those knees.
extremely uncooperative.
It's missing its leg. Blah, blah, blah.
I would feel like that if I were missing my legs. Oh, look
Okay,
at
boy,
it.
let's go. Oh my gosh. In your crate.
Woohoo!
Good night.
You want to, okay. Right, that's a lot of that.
I said, put on the speed and you see what happens. So if you can just keep your connection while you build up the speed, it's a beautiful run. Good job. Yeah, you did. You did.
Yes!
He is super fast.
Good girl.
Okay. And it wasn't fine except he decided to run faster.
Okay.
So it's just all learning curve.
What a nice turn. So what's interesting to me is the challenge becomes staying connected as you go up this line because a lot of the dogs are curving into us, aren't they? Good girl. I'd like you to do 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 once again, and I want you to stay connected. I know that column is like, I know, right? Yeah, it affects our handling. It does, because we worry about it. Okay, what a nice start line stay that was. You're such a good girl. Stay connected.
Luna. One more time, right?
Let's reward it. Okay, so I'm not going to talk to you. What I want you to do is just start in the middle of, don't do 1 again.
Yeah.
Just start at 2, and I want you to just reward the turn, and I'm going to say, Luna.
Come here. Hello. Luna.
John was kind of doing this too in the earlier, wasn't he?
Here. Good girl.
Great. 3.
Luna. Here.
So she's telling me she's not getting enough reinforcement.
Yeah.
Okay? So go ahead, do the turn to 2 again, and then stop and reward and stop.
Okay.
Okay?
Here.
Oh my gosh, gigantic party, gigantic party. Another cookie, another cookie, another cookie. So John was said to me earlier when we were doing the demo, and Luna said just now, we just need to have the consequence of doing agility be paid very highly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Gotta get more ham for you next time.
Ham. Okay, so if the answer is ham, then that's lovely. Hey, Scotty. Rachel Sanders says she said at Clean Run Camp, and I will never forget it. It's what you do before your run and after your run that have the greatest impact. I've never forgotten that. Okay, so party, party, party. That's okay. Good for you. What a good boy.
Good boy. Go over.
Let's reward this turn.
Good boy.
Yes.
Go over. Go over. Try to lead him, so.
Look at the spot where you want him to go. Okay? And you're doing great. This was absolutely gorgeous.
One more time.
Yeah, start from 2. That's fine.
And over.
So you're turning your shoulders towards him to get to 3.
Come on. Let's go over.
Turn forward. Good for you.
Let's go. Over.
Stay connected.
Go over. Good boy.
Good, that's fine.
Over. 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 Good boy. Over.
He grabbed a hold of the earth with his front feet and pulled himself over that last jump like amazing. It was like 5 volley, I'm going to get this. Lovely. That must have felt a lot better. Yeah. Yay! Okay. Okay, Ellen, are you doing this with Ruby?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And then Bruiser. Wake up, Bruiser. We'll go down to 4 for Bruiser. So if you guys want to help me after Ruby. Woohoo! Here. Here. Lovely communication. Yay. Very nice. Okay, can someone help me? Jumps to 4. Yay. Thanks, guys.
Good there. Whew. I'm out of breath.
Thank you, guys. Mama.
Yeah, baby. Thank you.
I like repeating stuff that we did before in the sense that, like, again, you have this muscle memory, like, all right, turn, you know, and you can get better at it if we do, you don't want to just miss it. Oh, trust me, I am right there with you. Lois, make life easy on yourself. Least amount of yardage for the humans. There's a boy.
Go. Come. Oh.
So send him over the jump and reward him, and then let's talk about this. Good boy, good boy. Okay. Okay. Stop.
Where is that?
Pay your dog. Reward your dog.
Yay.
So remember what I was talking about with blind crosses? Like if you cross in front of your dog, you have to pick him up on the other side and you have to let him know that. For this instance, honestly, you don't have to. You can show him that and then change your hand. So your dog is on your right and then on your left, and then you send him to 3. Okay? So just start at 2, dog on right, send, and pick him up with your left. And then you can nicely get him over to 3. Okay, oops.
Go.
Step forward, yes. Good boy.
Where is that?
Lois, stop and reward after this turn. Excellent boy, reward your dog. Yeah, we'll see you next month, okay? Stop. Good boy. Okay, so that's how to play. Yeah. Good boy. Pay your dog. This line, this long line here was fantastic because it was driving forward. And that was a beautiful thing. Are you going to go with JD?
Yeah.
Okay. And just with these turns and things, practice at home going around the cone and so on, just so that you're very comfortable with it. Because you see, when you don't get that turn done, you can get stuck behind stuff. Like that's the best way I know how to describe it, is that you just are stuck, you know. Hey.
Over. Good boy.
See how she stays facing her dog as though her dog is polar north and she is a compass needle. Good boy, JD. Good boy. Yay. Good boy. Good boy. As I design these courses for you, I'm looking at 2 things. I don't want to show the dogs an awkward line to or from the tire because this is the first time that she's had it in a sequence. It's been a while since Miko's had it in a sequence, right? So we don't want to have these really technical turns happening around obstacles that we're not as familiar with. With the broad jump, I'd rather have the dog really be able to see it instead of like, ah, you know, like we're doing a turn and all of a sudden it's there. Okay, let me set up another one for you guys.
What?
He's got a great little body.
JD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JD.
JD, who's over there?
JD.
What you doing, Jay?
You want to do a trick? Can you spin? Good boy. Good boy. Hey, can you sit back? Is it pretty?
Okay,
Good
1 through
boy.
7 once again, please. Let's start spotty one.
JD. Hey, JD.
Hey, JD. Check it out. Yeah. Good boy.
Did you see Shakespeare in Love?
No.
It's worth it for a couple of things, and one of them is Ben Affleck plays this really snobby character actor, and he's critiquing Sophia's performance in person. So it's not
You ready?
So Ramona, if you kind of, like, you sort of look like Jack Sparrow, right? And if we handle like Jack Sparrow, then our dog's gonna be like, woo! You know, and that probably isn't efficient. So we want to handle the least, like, who's the opposite of Jack Sparrow, guys? Who's the opposite of the Jack Sparrow character? Probably like Neo from the Matrix or something, right? Like he's super precise, right? And we can start to really tighten up. Now I saw everybody concentrating on this bit over here. So what we want to do, and again, this really, like, this is absolutely something where when you practice it on the walkthrough, you can be totally Neo in the Matrix about this turn that you have to make in here. If you handle it like a drunken pirate, then your dog is just, forget it. I'm going to go back to the hors d'oeuvre table. Okay? All right, Alan, let's see you go. Neo from the Matrix, I'm dating myself. I'll just stand over here silently in the corner sobbing.
Okay, come on.
We have a nice clear line to that broad jump there. Okay, let's see what she does. You can do it, JD. Boy, JD. Mama, whenever you talk to me, I'll come in. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. All right, Bruiser. Now, boy. Come here, JD.
I guess he is responsive to the verbal.
He is. It would be interesting to look back at the video and say, like, is the same thing happening that I'm doing to, like, for example, Miko?
Because
Every time I talk, Miko's just like, you know?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening with JD?
I think you're too focused.
Verbals are nice.
You can also try running silent. Yeah. Yeah.
So is the goal not to speak at all when you're on the board?
Oh, no, you can absolutely shout as much as you want. Prayer has been heard several times. Okay, show him that entrance there. Whoops. Come on, honey. So pass him off to me so he's not worried. Okay, all right. Good, Lois. Very nice. Right hand. Exactly. Oh, I just lost it. Good boy. And up you go.
Go.
Great. Lois, come on back. Good job. This bit here, this is for you. Because this, I want to keep my eye on my dog the whole time. I promise you your peripheral vision is going to help you. Just show me 4 to 5. Okay? So start with dog on left. Show him 4. 4. Now dog is on right. Good. And just send him over, look at the line where you want him to go. Good boy, good boy. Lovely. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. I think there was an 8-inch jump in there. Okay. Very good. Very good. Can someone help me bring the jumps up to 8, please? Very good, Lois.
It doesn't go, it goes on top. So if they hit it, it falls off and you don't have to.
Here's another answer to your question with talking about talking to your dog. After they exit the tunnel, I don't know that I would really have to talk to my dog so much because you're showing them the line with your body. So I'm probably not going to talk to my dog too much. We'll have time, I think, to do one more where you're definitely going to want to talk to your dog coming out of the tunnel. For sure, definitely. Yay, good quiet, Luna. Scout, how are you doing? Do you need treats? Are you okay? How's your tummy? Watch your dog, play with him all the way to you have so much time to play with your dog and build a relationship out to your one. Exactly. Boy, I want to play with you. Yes. Yes. Oops. So one probably my only note for you is that either run or reward. Like you can keep the rewarding dynamic, but you are kind of trying to multitask in that way. You know, you were running forward to the next thing and feeding him at the same time. So
I would try a combination of like the treat party thing.
Yeah.
And
treat party.
when you don't mind, I just want to see it. Have her toy on the table like at the very end. Do you want something?
Sure. Yes. And I'm going to stay back here.
Right. No
Jordan,
idea.
you're trying to control me. I know what's going on. Nicely done. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Okay.
Hey!
Girl.
Good, yay, tuggity, tuggity, tuggity. Where do you feel like, I mean, that's obstacle familiarity,
Yeah.
right? And then when we kind of had like an moment and
Right.
she's like, forget it, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So I would say start at the yellow.
Like,
Start at the, so it's the backside of one, whatever number that is.
yeah, I use the straight line.
Start at, just do 5, 6, 7 once again.
Okay.
Nice rewarding.
Yay. Come here. Come here.
I know, right? She's not gonna be, she's gonna be savvy to that, right? What a good little girlie. Yes, some work to do. Yes! And yay! Good job! Woohoo! Very nice. Very nice. That was a good strategy. Good job. All right. So we're up to 12. Wake up! I'll do the back. Very nice, Nina. Boy, she loves that toy. And I'm gonna work with you on changing the position where I am throwing the ball. Yeah, so that she's not relying on me always being back there.
Right.
Just let Luna get off the floor before she comes on. Well, all right, let's go.
Ramona, handling like a rock star. Staring while I leave the contact. Good for you. Good for you, Ramona. Nice recording.
Big party.
So my favorite thing about that was that you were just like, you'll come back to me and treats will fall from the heavens and it will be wonderful. Good boy. What was your favorite thing about that run? What just happened? Right. You liked it all. Okay, fantastic. That's a perfect answer. Okay, very good. silly boy. You thought you were going to play with that dog? Is that what you were doing? All right, who would like to do one more? We got time for one more, right? Okay. All right, let me see what I can do.
So shred some up so they're good, okay? I was afraid he was gonna go over the white ones. Because he could easily,
Yeah.
he super easily can go over that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he would just,
Can you do a high five?
no problem.
Yes, good girl.
He's
Good job.
like a gazelle.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, do you know the Rudolph movie? The animated one?
Yeah, right.
And you know when he's like he's going.
Another high
his
five?
girlfriend says,
All right,
he's like,
give me a high
she
five.
says
High
I'm
five.
cute.
Yes,
He does
good
this thing where he
job.
does
Yeah.
that's how he moves. He's like, he's got these. He goes.
Yep. He never had a dog like that. No.
Ruby, do you love agility class? Do you love agility class? Yeah, you do.
He's an Indian.
Good girl.
His parents were both street
Good
dogs.
girl.
So, and I didn't know anything about them, but they tend to be leggy like that and jump well. I don't think the corners as well. As a dog, it's square, yeah. I had no idea.
Scout.
And it's everywhere.
Let's just do 1 through 6, okay? 1 through 6, please.
Let's
So, when in doubt, walk the dog's path, right, guys?
Let's go.
One thing to think about is what is my dog's start line going to look like? Where am I going to position him so that he can have the best advantage?
So what are they doing right now? They're walking through the course.
Yes.
And why do they walk the course before they go?
Well, part of the reason is to, as you heard me say several times during this last hour, is we want to see what the dog is seeing, and especially for handlers that are just starting out, they need to understand how their handling decisions affect the line of the dog. And so, for example, in this course, the challenge is to set up the dog right from the beginning so that they have the best chance to be able to follow our handling. And you really cannot do that without going out and doing a dress rehearsal, which is what they're doing right now.
We have a lot of people asking how old your dog needs to be to start agility, or if there's any right age to start.
The foundation agility class is appropriate even for puppies. You know, we see that the dogs in this class are advanced beginners, and what's starting to happen is you see the jump bars starting to go up, and we only do that when the dog has got enthusiasm for the game and excitement, you know, and their growth plates are close, which is important too. So the dogs have to be, you know, approaching about, you know, a year and a half is about the outset. But even in the beginning, say, for example, when your baby puppies do something like this, it's still about following, being able to follow what you're asking them to do, and you can absolutely do that without any training whatsoever. I'm a bit of a stickler for that. I'm really a bit of a stickler as far as like not allowing the very young dogs to be jumping at height. I will say that it's good to keep the bars low or on the ground until you as a handler know what you're doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll go first, Nisa. Should we do small to tall?
Sure,
Let's do small to tall, you guys. Are there any questions? Sarah's answering the question.
Are we gonna do it? Well, we can do 8 because
Well,
Maybe
Bruce
not
is
gonna-
down.
That's okay.
So what do you think? Bruce?
Bruiser is 4.
Okay, so we let
And then for that lady that's running the squirrel is also class is special. We've got a squirrel, a meerkat. What else have we got?
We've got a monkey goat.
A monkey goat. Wonderful. Let's do a dam team someday. Okay, Bruiser. This is the least amount that you and I have discussed a course, Lois. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Look at Bruiser. He's like the Zen master over there. Such a nice relationship you have. How great that you stay connected. Hallelujah. Carry on. Lois! Woo! Very good. Very good. Isn't it beautiful to see a team coming together like that? Well done. Oh, you're such a good boy. Ah! Okay, no one else for 4? Last chance, last call for squirrels. Okay, sorry, that's an old tired joke. Okay, 8 inches, right? Scouting. Yeah. Thanks, guys. You're doing 8. Excellent step. Look at your dog. This is what a great idea it was to do one more course. Over. 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 Now you're turning. Good job. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. That turn was something to write in your diary about. Yes. Lovely. Okay. Yay. Not bad for a dog stuffed with turkey burgers. Yay. Not bad at all. Pretty awesome. Nice start, man. Very good. Good job. Look at how efficient. Nice, efficient motion. Really, really good. Okay, we've got a Luna, and I'm going to go undercover. Don't bother the squirrel. Very nice, Ruth. She says, I was hoping there was going to be a teeter in there somewhere.
Yeah, I know,
I was
right?
hoping for a teeter.
She was loving the teeter.
Yes, I know. That made me so happy.
Me too.
I know, right? Good job. Awesome.
Jumbo was just giving you a lovey eye.
I heart you. I swear she unhinged her dog back when she was a puppy. I'm throwing something at you when you're done, so just don't freak out. Okay. Where's the puppy? This should be nice and reinforcing for her. It's nice and short. It's stuff she's seen before. Lovely. Very nice. Very, very nice. Isn't that great? Very good. Was she like catching butterflies at the start line for a second?
A little bit, and then she didn't look at me. I was trying to look at her. I don't know.
Yeah. So at home, you can focus forward with toy races and what have you.
Right.
Yeah, that'll help that. Now, have you played with him with a lotus ball yet?
Have we played with him with the lotus ball?
Yes, a little bit.
Once at home.
Okay, that might be something to add to the repertoire.
Yeah, he's sort of boy. In terms of getting to work, he's not like a bad so
Right.
diving in.
Okay.
But he seems to like it.
I want to think about that more. We'll file that away for next week.
Yeah. I didn't stick him right back, so that's like,
Oh.
No, we don't.
Right.
Good for you, Ramona. Look at that turn. Run, 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 run.
Nico.
Oh, yeah.
Nico.
Yes! Good job, reward that puppy. Good boy. That's a fine note to end on right there. Very, very nice. And we're not even that far over time. Good job, everybody. Good job.
What size is your, oh, this, okay, there's only one size. This is shoe size, but it's only small. Good order.
Nice work today, everybody.
that was fun.
Misa, where did you get this lovely rope thingy?
I buy almost everything from Clean Run.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a couple versions of that. And that one, I forget what it's called.
Well, I'll look. I've seen the website before.
Okay,
Oh, no, I know you want a lotus ball?
Yeah.
I think the lotus ball was also.
Oh, she's cute,
Oh,
isn't
what else?
she?
I was about the like rope thing that you guys are heard again.
Our lotus ball doesn't have the string attached.
No, you know it's up here.
Oh, I thought that was her toy.
No, I think we need to get one though.
I know, you ready to do, you want to do some agility? You want to? This is my first dog, Flap. And I was walking in Prospect Park one day, and some lady came up to me with a bunch of dogs and said, hey, you've got a great little agility dog there. And I had no idea what she was talking about. And I said, thanks. This is in like 2002. And she said, well, what are you going to do about it? I said, you know, so we got to talking, and she kind of took me under her wing and showed me what agility was all about. We were actually practicing at the old Skyline facility right not too far away from here. And, you know, if she hadn't taken a moment out of her day to come up to me and tell me how awesome my dog was, I don't think I would have ever ended up here. So thanks to her. Well, that's really what happened. And it's rare that somebody comes and taps you on the shoulder and informs you that you better get it together. But what a nice thing that was. And Flap has a wall full of ribbons. And I learned so much about how to motivate him, and I learned how to become a better trainer because of him. And even now at 14 and a half, he still sees all this equipment, and he just can't wait to get started, as you can see. Yeah.
You heard what she said, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people would have gone, oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, sure. No, it just was absolutely the right thing for both of us. And I couldn't be prouder of his accomplishments.
So for anybody that wants to get into dog agility, what would you recommend them?
I would recommend taking a look around at Googility.com. I believe it is. Googility.com is a great directory for even private trainers. I lived near one outside of Goshen, New York, that would take students and just show them the basics, which was really, really fun. You definitely want to take a class where the focus is on learning about how dogs learn, and not just, you know, let's put the dogs on leash and throw them on equipment and see what happens. Honestly, that used to be the way that a lot of this stuff was trained. I would definitely work with a trainer that understands how important the relationship is more than anything. Can I help you with something?
And we have a lot of people asking where this is and about this facility and maybe some information about taking classes here.
Portchester Obedience is online at pcotc.org, and I'm sure that there'll be a link here for that. You're a wild animal. You're a wild animal. He is deaf, so like a lot of this is. You're a good boy. So pcotc.org. We've got at least 5 foundation classes for agility. Running every week, on the weekends, on week nights, and sometimes even during the day. The place to start is Agility Foundation Essentials.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll put the link in here.
Thanks for tuning in.
And for everyone who are not in New York, you can go to akc.org.
Yep.
And go into club search, and you'll be able to find a training club in your area.
That's great. We'll put all the informational links in this stream. Thank you all for watching.
Bye, guys.
Dog agility.
Bye.
Bye, guys.